Gary, right now I'm south of Ripley on, let me just pull up my highway here. I'm on highway SR 18, highway 18, south of Ripley, and I've got very strong rotation. Looks like I may have had just a real brief spin up, Gary. Got very strong rotation right now, right crossing, getting ready to cross. Yeah, I've got, looks like a little debris cloud now on the ground, Gary. It's going to be crossing highway 18 here pretty soon. I'm going to try to move up just a little bit. I do have a little bit of debris now down, getting ready to cross just west of highway 18.
Sky News 6. Can we talk to Sky News 6? We've got a tornado on the ground. Sky News 6. See a big rig right there, and he's on that storm up near Ripley, moving toward Cushing. Is there any way you can get pilot of storm Sky News 6? Well, that's the helicopter. The tornado's on the ground. Let me see. We'll put that up here on that map real quick. So you can see it's moving. The tornado's on the ground. And Sky News 6 is 1 mile south of Highway 33. And I'm not sure which direction he's pointing and looking. But if you can see that, maybe you can see a little better than I can. But we could see a tornado on the ground just mere moments ago. And that would have been right along the highway, it looks like, right along the Highway 33 that leads toward, who's this right here?
Cushing.
Leads right toward Cushing. So you guys in around Cushing, continue the tornado precaution. There's a big cone, right? That's what was above. Look at that huge cone. This is moving toward Cushing.
There it is.
You guys in the Cushing area, just look out. Take your tornado precautions right now. That's the area where the largest, probably the largest oil tank farms in the world exist.
There it is. Gary, tornado on the ground.
Okay, we see the debris.
There it is, Gary. Tornado on the ground just to my south. It's 100 yards south of me. Tornado on the ground. I'm going to be just south. I'm going to be 2 miles east of Ripley. There's a tornado right here, guys. See that right here. There it is. Debris in the air. Okay. Debris in the air. Listen to it. Look at the motion.
Okay, now, hey, guys. Now, we can see it on Sky News 6, and you just need to tell us where you're looking and where you think it is, because we don't have communication with Sky News 6 at the moment. Go ahead.
Okay, Bell. Gary, I'm 2 miles east of Ripley, and this is the most violent tornado we've seen today out of this. Big cone right above me. Big cone right above me. Look at the debris. Hang on, look at the debris in the air. Holy moly.
Gary.
All right, it's cutting through a forest. Going behind some homes. Big cone hanging down. I'm 2 miles. It's exactly 2 miles east of Ripley. Look at the debris behind the house. There goes the tornado. Right there.
Gary? Oh, Gary, can you hear me? This is Val.
Go ahead, go.
Okay, we got a power. I just saw a power flash, and the tornado is on the ground. I'm going to reference this to Cushing. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miles west of Cushing, Gary. 5 miles west and 2 miles north of Highway 33. Now, the funnel does not go all the way to the ground, but there is damage being done on the ground right now. I just saw a power flash, and this is 2.5 miles east of Ripley, about 4 miles or so west of Cushing, and 2 miles north of Highway 33. So it looks like to me this thing, if it continues on to Cushing, it's going to pass the very north edge of Cushing. Anybody that lives north side of Cushing or north of Cushing right now, this thing is headed right at you. Gary?
Okay, go ahead, David.
Okay, Gary, again, we're going to be, like Mel said, it's 2.5 miles east of Ripley, and they're still on the ground, Gary. It's been on the ground for about minute and a half so far. It's moving basically due east on this road that goes east of Ripley here. It did some minor damage to a horse barn out here. We had a little bit of some sheet metal coming off of a horse barn. The cone is still hanging down. And again, it's just, Gary, I tell you what, it's moving almost due east now. And it's moving, it's moving pretty much due east. And let's see if it's still on the ground here. It looks like it might have, there's the cone. Oh, no, there it is. There it is again, Gary. Okay, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 miles east of Ripley. Oh, look at that. There's a lot of debris in the air. A lot of debris in the air now. It just hit something that's obviously going to be something different than trees or forest. So tornado's still on the ground. The cone is basically going to be just 1, 2, again, 3 miles, almost 4 miles now east of Ripley with a small debris cloud underneath it. There, it's still on the ground, Gary. I'm going to make a hard right. My road dead ends. I'm going to make a hard right and they get back south here. But, Gary, it looks like the tornado's still on the ground. It's a weak tornado, but nonetheless, tornado's still on the ground. Back to you.
Okay, Val, from your vantage point, is Cushing on the target?
Okay, Gary, it's about 3.5 east of Ripley now, probably about 3.5 to 4 miles west of Cushing. The funnel has lifted. It's not as pronounced. It's not a big cone like it was before. There is still probably a little bit of debris coming up off the ground at the moment, but it looks like to me it's weakened. It is headed, there is still debris. I still see debris with it. We are headed east, Gary. We're going to go into Cushing and go north and try to get and watch this thing for the people of Cushing here. But it's going to pass on the north side of Cushing. We're very near the north side of Cushing, Gary.